good fishing line can give you a greater chance to reel in that big fish and put a big smile on your face. However, that same fishing line, if wrapped around your prop shaft, could create a great deal of damage to your outboard engine. As a boat owner, you should consider removing your propeller and thrust washer at least annually. If you're a hardcore angler, you may want to do this even twice a year. This gives you the opportunity to not only remove any fish line, but to closely examine your prop shaft and your prop oil seals for any possible damage or leaks. I am doubtful that a few strands of monofilament, if removed early, are going to lead to any long-term damage to your outboard engine. However, what if you're behind in your maintenance, and finally upon pulling your prop, you discover a bird's nest of braided fishing line? Unfortunately, your chance of expensive outboard engine damage has now increased. Modern propeller shafts are manufactured from high-grade stainless steel. This material allows the shaft to handle severe rotational forces while remaining relatively inert to saltwater corrosion. Though rare, if a material is wrapped around stainless steel that will reduce the oxygen surface tension, this will cause the stainless steel to begin to corrode in the form of superficial pitting and even subsurface fracture. If left unchecked, in worst case scenario, you may be cruising over your favorite fishing reef where suddenly you reach a high rev limitation because your prop shaft is just fractured. Unfortunately, you now have to call Boat US to tow you back to your home port. More commonly, an unremoved collection of fish line around your propeller shaft could damage your propeller oil seals. These seals are located in the bearing carrier or propeller shaft holder. These seals prevent oil from leaking out of the lower unit and, more importantly, prevent water from entering the lower unit that could result in destroying the gears, bearings, and shifting mechanism. Sometimes the visual damage to the oil seals or propeller shaft is very obvious. Unfortunately, this is going to translate into an expensive lower unit rebuild or even lower unit replacement. Hopefully, after removing the fishing line, you'll see no obvious damage to the propeller shaft or the propeller oil seals. At this point in time, I would sample your lower unit gear oil. If you find it to be black or translucent, then no further workup is needed for your seals. Since water can't lubricate your lower unit, this kind of finding usually means you've just purchased a brand new lower unit for your boat. If your drained oil looks like creamy milk, that means you've got a breach of at least one of the 3 seals in the lower unit. With this finding noted, pressure testing of the lower unit is indicated to determine which of the seals need to be replaced. Some engine models allow for removal and replacement of the propeller oil seals without having to take apart the lower unit. Some engine models require that you remove the bearing carrier in order to retrieve the seals and press fit the new oil seals in place. I'm hoping that this simple maintenance tip will minimize costly engine repairs and successfully keep you out on the water longer. Proudly serving the Space Coast of Florida for boat repairs, engine service, and marine electrical needs.